What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream here talking about CNFTs on this fine Tuesday evening. We've got a packed house, one new guest here, and a few old guests and friends of the channel. We're excited to talk to you guys about CNFTs all today. So big ups to the chat, and let's just break it down with the first intros here. His number one weapon is his mind, always in the streets with the grind. He always stays humble, will never fumble, trying hard to get NFTs you can't find. He is the one, the only, the crypto warden himself. Oh, it's Ethan. Welcome to the live stream.
What's going on, Cowboy Nation? A little bit different background today, a little bit different overall. You can tell I'm not wearing the cowboy hat, just a little bit of a different day overall. But I mean, it's been a very busy day. Super excited to be on as always, though. So thanks for having me on, Aaron.
Glad to have you. Looks like you're celebrating the Christmas cheer here, and so you got a bull in the background over there. Seems like familiar territory. He seems like he's streaming from the office here. So that's good and well, and it's a good spot. We got to bring in the next person here. This man is the people's champ, enlightening the world like a lamp. Got a big bag so full that it's sag. He's going places in the world like a stamp. He's the one, the only, the king of the butterfly wing. Whoa, he just left. He's the king of the butterfly wing, just left the stream. I'm gonna have to bring him back on in a little bit, but I can't. I have like a special one for these other two, so I can't use one of these other two. This man buys faster than Sonic. He's a whale, but you'll never see him flaunt it. He's the king of the ape, got your back like a cape. He always stays consistent. His name is Chronic, the one, the only Chronic. Welcome to the show.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? Hey, much love, Aaron. Appreciate you guys having me back. It's always a pleasure. And that was classic on the last one, man. He just killed it.
It's Tal, boys. It's so anyone in the it's Tal.
I didn't want to spoil it. But pleasure to be
it's Tal for sure. So Chronic, we're glad to have you here, and the chat. Thanks for showing up. Half Court, man, I haven't seen you in a long time, man. Half Court's here. Green Fingers, Rue 86, Rusty, J Hub. Shooter, what's going on, guys? Good to see you. Grizz, was good to see you. But let's bring on the first time ever. He's a guest on the channel, but I met him in Vegas actually, and so we got to talking. And I'm glad we got to arrange this meeting. If he had an Ada girl, she'd give him a kiss. The NFT market, yeah, he got this. He's in the streets with his crew, knows all the best projects that are new. When he talks, you won't want to miss. He is the one, the only, the very best. CeeLo. What's good? We can't hear you, brother. We can't hear you right now. You gotta adjust that mic.
There you go. What up, guys? What up, Aaron?
Glad
I did the same thing last week.
Glad to see you finally on the stream. CeeLo, for those of us who don't know, could you give us a quick summary, synopsis, background, maybe 3 sentences, 4, a short bridge version of who you are and what you think about the CNFT market? Why are you in it?
I'm CeeLo. Got into crypto 2017, messed around. Basically, I'm here in this market just because I see the potential. To be honest, I saw where Ethereum was going when I first got in, like almost 2 years ago, and I see where Cardano is going to take it next. So this is where I'm packing my bags. I'm kind of digging my feet in and trying to get to know this whole ecosystem very well.
Awesome. So you've been in it for a long time, really dug into Ethereum, and now you see the next evolution as Cardano, which is great. But Tal, I'm not sure if you heard your rap, but let me just bring him in properly. I just really like my last rhyme for it. You know, just like enlightening the world like a lamp. He's going places in the world with like a stamp. It's just too good. Anyway, it's the one, the only, the king of the butterfly wing, Tal Crypto himself.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Internet issues, not me.
Internet issues, of course. We're all struggling with those internet issues. There's something else that I think we're all struggling with, and I think it's the big R word. It's the recession, okay? We were talking a little bit about it. You guys can reveal as much or as little as you want to, but here's my kind of summary, especially from a YouTuber's perspective. From a YouTuber's perspective, I see the general search volume of crypto, NFTs, dragging down. I popped off a little bit on SBF video, but I think it's mostly because it's like a big news article. It's more fraud than crypto, right? That news story is more about greed and fraud than crypto. What do you guys think about moving into the new year, especially in the CNFT space or even the crypto space in general? Is there excitement? Is there things to be excited about? Are people dying away? Like, what are your thoughts moving into this next period for recessionary times and with CNFTs and all that stuff? Up for grabs.
Well, I think the first big important point is to clarify that I personally believe that we are in a recession right now, just because of, by definition, it's 2 consecutive quarters of negative growth. And we have seen that trend kind of just in every single thing with all these different numbers that are coming out. And I mean, every single Fed meeting that we hear almost every single month. And so the vocabulary is always a little weird, especially for newer people in the space, because like they hear these certain terms and they're like, oh, it's getting better. It's getting better. But for veterans and people who have finally been able to pick up on like this different vocabulary, you understand that it's really not getting better. It's just they're trying to keep the public from going crazy.
Yeah, I think so too. What are you guys doing as preparation for different like are you guys picking up more NFTs, more crypto, holding? What are we doing, and where are you guys thinking about it?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, like Ethan said, I mean, we've been in a recession. I mean, we've seen that with inflation the last year plus. I mean, 8% my butt. I mean, it's been almost 100% in the essential items like, gas, food, groceries. Anybody with kids, knows that this, the whole CPI print's been nonsense. Even if it is going down 1%, 2%, whatever it is at 6, 7% now, it's still really, really, really high, and we got a long way to go. Definitely, still, consolidating into the good projects, NFT wise, rather, because it's easier to flip coins. You can always mint projects, right? And then all of a sudden you multiply your gains by, this past weekend did a 30+ X. So, cashed out 4,000, just on the raccoon, you know what I mean? 4,000 ADA. So that's like 1,500 USD and putting in a couple hundred. So, I mean, it's still ways to multiply your ADA in these bear markets, and then just consolidating with the good projects, and then watching them, watching these NFT projects like you would with coins. They do have ebbs and flows and tops and bottoms and supports and resistances. So you can definitely play the market well. And that's what Tal does, some of the best I've seen. And he ain't around to play these markets right now. So I'm trying to, pick up a little of the slack.
Tal, what are you doing that Chronic is alluding to here? How are you playing markets? What's going on in your brain right now?
So I don't play USD in general. I try to, when you're in a recession or everything is in a crash mode or in a bear market, I try to flip in between coins. So I ignore the dollar. So I will always look ADA, between ADA and Ethereum, between Bitcoin and Ethereum, between Bitcoin and ADA. I will never really look on dollars because there is no really reason for that. If you want to do any transaction to dollars, or you too late, or you should use a fiat to buy it because it's so cheap. So someone asked me, should I buy now? I said, no, should buy always. Basically, now it's maybe the time to buy more, but you should still always buy. Now ADA is 31 cents. I didn't check today. Mm-hmm. But let's say it's going to be 20 cents. I'm still buying at 30. I'm buying at 25 because it's fiat time. So that's what I will do. And I keep a big bag for a long time for ADA to get to 5 cents. That's my dream. If ADA get to 5 cents, I will sell a kidney to buy ADA.
Yeah.
That will be I won't really sell it, but.
So you're not advice. You're not switching between NFTs. You're switching between coins right now.
I like to buy NFTs. I don't really trade a lot of NFTs unless it's. I never really did trade a lot. I just do a big moves, like I did with the apes. There were like 1,500, and then I bought like 9. So I wait for something, and then I do big moves for time consuming. I don't trade 3-4 NFTs for 500, 600 ADA. We talked about it before. If ADA was like $5 right now, I would trade for 500-600 ADA. But when ADA is 30 cents, I will go to work, I'll buy the ADA. It doesn't make any sense for me to work as a trader right now. Even to mint, it doesn't make any sense because
that makes a lot of sense.
The mint is like, let's say most of the mints right now are in the 100 ADA, and then you can sell them for 300 to 400 if you got lucky. But so you will get something crazy big. But you need to mint a lot, and then again, it's require a lot of work. How much money you will spend and how much money you will gain. Now it's 3x. When we minted a year and a year more ago, I sold everything for 10x, not 3x. Started at 10x. I would mint for 30 to 70 and sell for 300. I look, you know that everybody know that I like ADA nuts, so I still always buy ADA nuts. I have a lot of Clay Nation. I have Ethereum stuff too, but yeah, apes. I sold one more apes, but I'm not planning to sell the other two that I have.
Seems like quiet on the CNFT front for any big moves. If you like playing big moves, there's not a lot of glaring big moves that you mentioned here. You're just always buying the consistent projects that you like. Is that kind of the deal?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Let's see, Ali. So there is new. Okay, I Mallard order like got a major run, but they run from 800 to 15. What's the floor right now?
16.
16.
So they double up. That's it. The biggest move we had, it's from 1,500 to 15K. That's 10x, but for a large money. It's only 1,600. When you think about it, it was 800 for a long time. It's only doubled up. Even Kongs did a better move than that. Kongs moved from 700 to 3K. It didn't even happen here.
Yeah.
The moves are not that major.
Makes a lot of sense, actually. CeeLo, what are you thinking during these times here? How are you thinking? What are your moves? Are you dollar cost averaging into stable projects here? What are you up to?
Mostly for right now, at least, I am focusing on crypto. I want to make some moves. I'm focusing on. I have a ton of ADA knots already. It's one of my favorite projects. But I'm kind of looking into the future and trying to see what's going to be the top 3 and just kind of slowly get into those for CNFTs at least. But I'm starting more and more, like each day I'm starting to focus a little bit more into crypto where I started because I see that as being the most potential coming up.
Yeah. I think that's what Tal was saying, was that there's bigger moves to be had in crypto. The moves that are right now are just the biggest moves are 2x, which I mean 100% is great, but when can we see that more often? The
risk reward doesn't make any sense to do that.
That's a good way to put it.
An NFT. The risk reward here is, I'm sorry, it's crap right now. It's so bad because we know 95% of NFT, 99, whatever people say, it doesn't matter, gonna go down. They're not gonna be here, right? So what we're talking about here? The risk reward for you, it's not that good unless it's someone that built for a long time and you know it. You need to know they build it.
You got to be selective and know the projects as well. Like what I'm referring to, we just minted, Chrissy and I, was the Raccoon Syndicate. So this was the third drop that's hitting the 10,000. So we only minted 3. Sold one for $29.99, one $11.11. We still hold 1 from that mint. We still hold like 7 or 8 from the project. So it's risk reward. So I like, it was a 170 mint to a $29.99. So whatever that is, it's like a 15x, right? And then, so like I said, making 4,100 ADA, 4,000, 3,800 ADA after fees, right? Is not a bad mint, and still holding one. But again, like Tal said,
this mint is different because you need to hold something in order to mint. It's not a regular mint.
That's like mallards. You hold mallards. That's, you got to know the catalyst. You hold mallards. You got to mint relic with rune, and you got to make ADA. That's utility, right? So now, like that CeeLo got in mallards, I got in mallards. We made money. So today was the mint. And Aaron, if you hold mallards,
the utility portion of it, it's not really utility.
Yeah, it's absolutely utility because you minting it right now. Things telling you go sell some data. That's utility, bro. And you get to enter raffles. That's utility. It's fake. It's false like hope maybe, but selling relics right now for $450, you could go mint 2 of them. If you had 10 ducks, right? Like Chrissy and I each have a school of thought. We got airdrop 1 free utility. So they gave us 2008 free at least. And that's at this moment. And you missing out because the relics are like antidotes in a sense. You know what I mean? If you learned about the project, you know what I mean? A little bit. You've been out of it. So yeah, like I know CeeLo would agree, like Rune token is a utility talent, even though if it ain't money like society, and I'm going there, I can't sell it on MinSwap, but I can use it to enter raffles and potentially win other NFTs. Or
if you can trade it, it's good enough for me. That's
yeah, but you can
money.
It's got utility, brother.
You work to trade it, but it's still money, so it's okay.
People buy it. You can sell it on MinSwap. I mean, but it doesn't have much much volume or exit liquidity, or you know what I mean, anything like you would like. It's just people, if they need it to go use it, you could say, all right, I'll give you 300 Rune for 58, and you can kind of call your price, and you can like no, yeah, nay, you know.
Hold on. We're talking over my head really quick. What coin are we talking about here? Because I know I'm following with the relics. Because I checked my wallet one time.
Rune, it's the coin of Mallard Order.
It's not. It's the Mallard Order Rune token. It's not like a Rune blockchain or a Rune token.
It's not Thorchain. It's not Thorchain. It's Mallard Order has their own coin. It's called Rune. Don't get it confused with Thorchain. I did that in the beginning, and I stayed away.
Okay. So yeah, help me explain really the basics really quick.
So today, for 355 Rune, you got to mint any relic of your choice. There's 6,500 relics. There's gonna take 5 different relics. It's an amulet, a ring, a cup, a dagger, right? A cup of confusion and stuff like that. And they're all gonna pair with a certain school of thought.
A pimp's suitcase is what that sounds like.
It's basically like, if you're a gamer, it's like all the stuff you put on to like equip your little soldier to give them power-ups, right? So then therefore they're each gonna have some utility, but if you combine all 5, you're gonna be able to upgrade your duck in phase 3 if you choose to, but they're also going to have utility as well. So there's only going to be 1,300 ducks that can be upgraded. So it's one of them, scarcity issues. Like a lot of people want them, and there's not many for sale. The floor is super thin. They were free, and look at the floor. It's still 500. It was like at 3 something today.
I don't understand what Tal's saying then. Why is there no utility when you could like pimp your duck out here and they're giving you stuff? I don't understand how that's not utility. Can you explain to me your definition of utility?
You need to do too much to get something. So it's too much. It's, for me, we talked about it again before we started. It's too much work for not enough ADA back. Again, for me. So that's why I don't look on it. That's the difference.
Isn't it you're just holding stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you get the Rune, and then you sell it, and then
Tal's making moves IRL that are way more compounding than his 400 or 500 US dollars in free stuff. That's what he said. His time is worth more than that.
I think that's
basically
about right.
What you're saying. That's what Tal's saying. Like basically it's a mint. You mint for free, and then you get your thing in your wallet immediately. You're either busy or you're not, right? Or you're either in the project or you're not. It's not for people that don't hold Mallard, so it's not public. So if you're not in the project, you don't know, nor can you partake. So you know what I mean? Look, until you get in a project, you don't get to see what the value of it is, right?
Yeah, I agree with that. One thing you mentioned, really like kind of offhand, but I think this is serious. Greenfingers kind of touches on it too. He said, "I DM you in Discord, you ain't active there." I try to be active in there, and here's what's hitting me. What I think is hitting a lot of people in during this time. For me, like Tal, I can make moves IRL in real life that are worth X amount of dollars, right? And when I make that move, when I dedicate that energy and time into that effort to make moves back, it dwarfs in comparison what I could make with like flipping NFTs for like, and selling it for ADA, which is 30 cents on, per ADA. So currently I'm in like buy mode if I'm going to buy something and just like chill. that's my current mentality with CNFTs. This is different from this is different from 4 or 5 months ago. It really is starkly different. But now it's like, okay, there are moves to make in real life. Like I could start a business, which I've started 3 now, or there's I could expand on some other businesses, which I've done that on one other one. So it's like one of those things is like, hey, as traders, can we work as a trader, and will it be worth our time and money, being that crypto is so down? What do you guys think? Are you guys doing this? Do you guys agree with that sentiment? And anyone in the chat, I'd like to know, are you guys trading? If not, how are you guys using your time to productively create more wealth for you, maybe in the future to buy crypto, or currently for the future gains of crypto?
So for me personally, I'll throw it out there. I suck at trading, even throughout my whole NFT journey. I've sucked. Like once I have an NFT I really like, I tend to value it more than anybody else. And same thing with crypto in general. Like I suck at actually getting out of positions, even when I know I probably should. Like last bull run, I didn't get out. I just parked my money in some spots I thought was safe. And I decided to just work harder than I ever have for the next bull run to kind of just prepare. I'm starting to DCA in, and that's kind of been my strategy, is just wait for the bottom, basically. Wait for the bottom and get as low as I can, and I'm just going to hold for at least a few years. And most of the trades I've made have not worked out well in my favor. So
really, yeah. So recently, when I stopped trading, it's actually when I started making like a lot of relics. Like I was looking to offload my mallards, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to sell my mallards. I like them too much. I like the project. I actually like the project. Let me just go start a business. And as I'm starting the business, I'm checking my wallet. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this knife in my in my wallet? What's going on here? So I forgot about this stuff. And when you hold good projects, they tend to reward you. Like holding clays will give you that land, holding apes will give you some coins, and holding mallards will give you some relics. It was just like, I should have been holding. So, I'm with that sentiment. It's like, I'm a bad trader. This trading is too much effort.
You guys know in the DeFi platforms, like impermanent loss, right? So like when you trade like NFTs, essentially, you always have impermanent loss. You always have one NFT go up and the other one go down. Like you rarely have them both go up the same trajectory, right? So just past instance, I didn't have any mallards. I had Kongs, right? So ended up trading a pimp suit Kong, and Christy and I got into Utes, right? Solana project. We diversified there, and we also traded 4 Kongs to get into mallards, right? And we got, Buku. So we took that chance. There's Kongs,
1 second. So what's going on with Kongs?
Huh?
What's going on with the Kongs?
Nothing. I mean, the floor price is 14, 15. I just had too many, and I had not. I don't agree with CeeLo. They're gonna go down.
What do you guys know? What do you guys know that I don't know?
Nothing. They're gonna mint mushrooms and hold on. I will get to that. I swear. I love to, but they'll do mushrooms in Q1, and that's utility, right? Finally, they're gonna drop utility. They're gonna give me a free NFT that I could sell, Aaron. That's gonna give me utility finally. Oh, I guarantee you.
How are you gonna talk about Q1 when Q0 hadn't even happened? What? Help me understand.
January to like March, they're gonna come out just like.
One second. Let's ask how many times they deleted it, that they moved it. How many times?
All right, like 3 or 4. But that's going to my point. I diversified from Kong.
In that second, they have no credibility for nothing no more.
Well,
when they moved it one time,
wagons left.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Benny, a couple people from that team that they, that wasn't from the initial team. They were just part of the team getting paid, to help and run Twitter Spaces and like being a community managers and do a lot. We love them, right? And then they, after Metaverse Miami, they had a different come to differences, and they left the project. So therefore, I decided to as well, like, deleverage 4 and get into mallards. Right, and it ended up turning to be good because they went from like 1,100 to almost 2,000. We got some airdrops, got another good community. And it's exciting again, right? When you don't have any projects that are doing anything and it's kind of like all boring, like this excited me. There's always some new lore, some new thing coming out. There's always, something new and happening because there's not any mints until January, February, or March, bro. So we have to wait to Q1 and be thankful that I'm collecting society every day or having these other projects that are, giving me the opportunity to mint again, like raccoons, and make me money on the mint. That's the only time you make money, dude. Like, if not, you got to wait for like how long for a double up, triple up, 4X. I mean, you got to wait a year for something to happen sometimes. So
Chronic, let me ask you a question. Okay. Kongs, the Kongs project, right? Mm-hmm. Are you more excited, more confident, or less excited, less confident in Kongs?
At this moment?
Yeah. Not zero. I'm not saying zero. I'm not saying 100. I'm saying more or less, right? Where are you at?
I mean, at this moment, I'm more confident that they're going to get the mushrooms dropped because every day that goes by.
We asked about the project, Chronic. He asked a different question.
No, he didn't.
In the project in general, we have an issue right now in the project in general.
Is that what you're asking me?
That's what I'm asking.
All right, so the project in general, I mean, it is what it is. It's an art project providing a magic shroom. Whatever else utility the team comes up with, I never was like super enthused with the team. I've always said apes over Kongs because of that. Now mallards over Kongs all day of the week. Their management is not even in question.
Really? Mallards over Kongs every day.
Are you kidding me? Not only that, you remember, you remember like maybe 4 months ago, it was Kong first, the Ape Society second in the Apes rival. Just to understand what's going on in here. They're going down the hill and they're going fast, and it will happen to a lot of projects in the short run and the long run. Just expected.
But to be fair, when new information comes out, he's able to change his opinion on things, right? Like, so as a trader, we make those pivots.
Yeah, I mean, of course you have to. Like, everything was going, and it went up to 36 and then 24, and all of a sudden this FUD came out that was like maybe a third of the 30% of the things someone said was actually true. A lot of things was false and FUD, and a lot of people got out of the project. Then a couple community members that were not part of the project, it's just like Tal and I joined as like marketers, and they paid 300 ADA a month. That's all they made, 300 ADA a month. Okay, that wasn't. And then one guy, Diamond Huddle, still makes the same thing, and he works for the same amount of ADA a month, right? That's what they pay the guys. Okay, it's not on me. Go talk to them. All right, I'm telling you facts. I knew this. All the community knows this. The floor price is still 14, 15. We want as a community to be airdrop the shrooms. That will be the first utility that the Kongs has provided us since December 8th of last year. It's been over a year. So when it was Kongs and apes, it was never a question of who was a better project. I've always said the apes were, right? It was just about Kongs.
In general, that was the two.
But right, one was animals, one was the real one with utility. One was no utility. One was art, right? I just happened to hold both. You feel me? And I always said Ape Society was #1 project on Cardano since Timmy's, like way back when I first started this stuff. So the point is, they both decent, and I'm not going to get rid of all my Kongs regardless. It's nice to have trade value and trade for other projects that go up while one goes down, right? Why am I going to hold the go down or sell for under floor? I minted these things as well. My average was like 1 something. So no matter what, I'm winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I see this quote or this comment from E46. I thought I really liked it. Reward, it's not utility. They have empty promises, no deliveries. The main community manager, that's the only one who been care about the project, got fired, looks sus. I'll keep my Kongs. I'll sell my Kongs ASAP. I thought that was
he never had Kongs before.
That's
he copied and pasted my Kong.
Not surprised at all. We're not surprised.
Yeah,
that's
so
funny.
He used my Kong as engagement, so I can rebuttal E. Reward is absolutely utility. If you get rewarded, how is that? What other utility do you want, dude? Do you want a comic book? Do you want to like be able to see your NFT on TV? Is that utility?
That's a very fair point.
Does not get freaking. If you don't get rewarded with money, what are you getting rewarded with? Excitement and community. Like, you're getting rewarded with rewards, whether that be
credit cards give rewards.
Items or
credit cards give rewards, and that's utility.
That?
I said credit cards give rewards, and that's considered utility as well. You know what I mean? Like,
utility a credit card gives.
Yeah.
Is $200 after you spend $3,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Scam too. Credit cards are diabolical. They're a scam.
So credit cards always end up taken.
What is utility to y'all? Like, giving me free stuff is absolutely utility. I don't know where y'all come from.
Is this quote fair? Perrion says mallards have done more for its community than Kongs have done since its inception. Mallards are killing it.
1,000,000%.
Oh, okay, 1,000,000%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the mallards, not even before even release, I think they did more there for their community. Before the release, they were playing games. They were like, they had like this matrix, like red matrix. I don't know, like a test or something. I forgot how it was.
Second trial, yeah.
It was wild. CeeLo, what are you thinking here? Mallards, Kongs, apes. What's your top project?
So for me, there's 3 projects that are top that I'm looking at, kind of, and it's kind of a tie for me personally. It's a tie for first place between apes and clays, and then third place for me, it's going to be a little controversial, but space buds. And some people will say that I'm being a hypocrite because I've shit on space buds so much, but look, there's community. Just kind of like Kongs. I've said this. I talk shit about Kongs too, but they probably will continue to be a top 10 project, regardless of all of this. They could drop. We could not get shrooms till next year, and just because of the art alone, they'll probably still be a top.
Well, 10. they're only top 10 because of inertia. I mean, just because they have to be. That people are already bought in. They're going to sell at a loss, and they have to be top 10 because they're going to hold
that. And honestly, they really do have better art than like 99% of the blockchain. Like they really do.
But
I like their art better than 99% of the blockchain.
They're stolen pick
the
art?
new art? Yeah.
No. Talking about Kongs. With space buds, I never liked the art.
I lost my hat on that one, dude.
No. With space buds, I never liked the art. It's just about it's a kind of like a history play, you know, just like CryptoPunks on Ethereum. Like, it's the first. It's not going anywhere. It's a staple of this whole blockchain. So it wouldn't hurt if you're a collector here. It wouldn't hurt to have at least one.
It should be noted here. I love you, Chronic, doing great, sweetie. But you agree with me. I know you're selling slowly your Kongs photo. So yeah, I want to address that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's definitely trying to look for to get me that. I definitely, like I said, I was definitely deleveraging into other projects 100%. I'm definitely keeping, you know, Chrissy's got her 3 forever Kongs that she's not selling, and I got, you know, 2 or 3 that I minted 5 on December 8th. So I got like 7 or 8 now. I might have 2 for sale still, but I was trying to trade. And I missed that window, and that trade's getting better every day, right? As Kong's floor price goes up, mallards go down, I'm winning because, you know, I was kind of getting FOMO, but I did put some ADA into mallards because Demos came out and spoke, and I believe he's doxing. He's going to dox on Freedom 35's channel, and then he said he was going to do it on my channel as well. So I'm excited, you know, to hear him talk. He has Ape Society vibes. I know CeeLo was in the Twitter Spaces with me. And I was bullish after that because before I was salty. I didn't get the invitation like Tao. The invitations now are like 5,800 ADA. How is that not utility? You get airdrop reward for free, right? You then, now it's 50.
Sold yours, Aaron. You have a face like you sold it.
How many mints did you get? How many mints did a duck did you get? 10, right? Look at the ducks for 120. That's not rewards and utility. Okay, it was 58. Now it's 45. After all free airdrops, you got 5.
And let me ask Aaron. Aaron, you still have your 2, or you sold them long time ago?
I sold 1. I got diamond hands on this other one, though.
There you go. So you know better than anybody. You bought at whatever, 11, 15, 800, whatever it was way back when, okay?
15. You bought 14 and 15. Yeah. I remember that episode. You bought 2 and then you raised the 4.
Right. About 2.
Say you got it for free. and you didn't sell and it was 5,800 and you done got 10 duck mints, so you put 1,200 ADA in, you got, now the floor is 1,600, so you would have sold one duck if you were smart. And
I have to say that's a big mistake by me because I did got invitation.
Right.
And
so
I made
you could have got
it.
9 ducks for free. You would have got all 5 relics for free. You would have still had something. They would have gave you 20, 30,000 ADA for free. How is that?
You were supposed to show that to us.
But this was the time that everything was like too easy. So everybody came with, you didn't know, oh, we drop you this, we give you, it's like everybody did it. It was so intense. Chronic could got them for 500 ADA, but he didn't.
That's
what I'm saying.
I was
so it really depends how you look.
No. I think we were wrong. Let me say I was wrong, and here's why. I think that what you showed me the project, right? You told me about the project. You said I bought it. The problem was I didn't see just how much value Mallard was bringing to the table. I saw it, but then in comparison to everyone else, it was just leagues above. And I think I'm on record saying that it's leagues above. This is the new standard. There is no one better at doing community stuff than Mallards, in my opinion. It was the out the gate. And now in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, that was the project, bro. We knew it was a good one. I didn't know it was a great one. So that's, for me, that's on me. I'm glad I sold, or I'm glad I sold a little bit just to get the bag back. I'm glad I held the majority. And that's where I'm going to sit. I'm a believer in Mallards. I think it's tied for number 1 in my opinion right now. It's moved up in the ranks. Clay's and Mallards number 1 tied for me.
Wow.
Clay's underdog and current king. That's what I would say. Underdog and current king.
Oh, right.
Not even close though, Aaron. It's not the same. They didn't make this.
It's
a
different.
Brand, as a company.
Yeah. I would say different. They're being graded on different metrics for sure, right?
No, it's not a different metrics. You cannot compare the two right now.
Yes, you can.
I'll explain why about that.
Okay.
You give Mallard too much. They're not there yet. They can get there, but they're definitely not there, for sure. They're not even close. So they have a lot. Look, the Clay Nations are here for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
This is a big difference. This is 2 people that move on different scales. Can Mallard Order get there? Yes. Definitely yes.
Yeah.
They're there right now. Oh, so much far. Much far away.
So I'm using number 1 loosely because when you go to the MTV Awards, there's like number 1 artist, number 1 new artist. You know what I mean? So I'm using those loosely. Number 1 current reigning champ, in my opinion, are Clay's. I think it's undeniable. I think that when you're talking about like newest kid on the block, hottest, biggest, lot of future to it. They've been here 6 months now. 6 months is like eternity. If you've been in a year, you've seen some things. They're entering into a bear market like everyone else, like on top. I think it's too much to say that no, I'm different categories for sure and different metrics, but I still think they're a big play for anyone, and it's very useful. Not to say that there aren't any other ones, but that one's a good one. Go ahead, Chronic.
Well, CeeLo, I wanted CeeLo. I talk a lot, but I do have.
I was just gonna say, I think a lot of people missed the train on Mallards, myself included. I got in just a few weeks ago. Shout out to DA Sales and I think Sid from the team. I like randomly hopped into one of their Twitter spaces and was actually paying attention. I was like, oh shoot, this team's really delivering. They're really building. They're coming out with a bunch of things. And I looked into it a little bit in the beginning and I was salty I didn't get an invitation, just like Chronic, so I just looked the other way. And I paid the price. To get my Mallards, I pay a little bit over.
I got the invitation and I still looked away. That's how weird it was back then. I'm telling you, we got so much crap in our wallet. My wallet was full with crap.
Yes, it was.
Like crazy. It's not something we can. I think BTC CNFT said, I'm going to conquer it. Now, when he said that, maybe that was our time to move. And because he brought a lot of wealth with him. So
yep. He's got 102 ducks now. So he did that. So yeah. So the point,
if I would start with him, I probably would have the same amount.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
Right. No, facts, Tal. But the thing, what Aaron, everyone touched on here, we did not do our due diligence because we were not invested in the project.
We could not do any due diligence. Exactly. They did raffles for 58 a day.
Right.
That's what they did.
Right.
You didn't have anything back. Chronic, that was the time that was minted like crazy, everything all day long. We had like 5-7 mints a day. What you talking about?
The difference between you and me, Tal, you sell stuff to get that profit. I hold stuff. So that's why he should have dropped me one. I told him that. And then you won. You would have been like King Fudd. I would have been like King, like, yeah, yo, leave my mallards alone. And we would have like battled and I would have made all this ADA and you would have like not. And no, I'm joking. So we needed to do the damn research, Tal. And that was the thing. Tommy
who's got the most mallards here? Who's got the most mallards in the stream?
I mean, I have 10.
Oh, that's more than me. Damn. Yeah. I think I got 6 or 5. Something like that.
No, I mean, I just got in with CeeLo like recently. I got in at a bad price point. I traded. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying Tal did amazing. He made more money than I made on this project. So that's like, dude, that Tal flipped the damn invitation. Like I was telling you earlier, how Tal flips the trends. That's what I was getting to, not the coins. Tal flips coins to coins, but he does NFTs to NFTs, like selling best I've seen in anyone with the buying and selling of lows and the ebbs and flows of this, chart, bro, of the NFTs. That's what I was referencing in the beginning of the stream. The thing is, there was so much going on, like Tal said in the beginning. There was so many rugs and stuff. Sometimes you just gotta take your ADA profit and move it into something else. And Tal probably multiplied that money. The thing was, you can't deny if you held the damn invitation, you made a lot of ADA. And that's just what you're supposed to do with a community.
But if you look on the trades that I made back then, I didn't use any of my ADA to do anything. I moved everything to it. So I pulled that time that when we got the invitation, we all pulled their money to it because we saw it getting so close to Cardano in market cap. Yeah, it was like 6x. Now it's 12 and something. So I moved almost all my money from. I didn't have ADA. Literally, I was ADA broke, except the ADA because I transferred almost everything to Ethereum. When ADA move like that, you want to change it to another coin for the like what I said, between coins without dollar sign in between. So you need to do the transaction between ADA to Ethereum. So that's what you do basically. And then when we did that, I made more money than I would made with Mallard order. That's what I think by the end of the day because of that transaction.
Yeah, and there's many ways to skin the cat. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways to make money around here. It is more treacherous and much more difficult to make money in this type of market. But let me ask you this question: are there any new cheap projects that people can like? Look, Mallard order, we ain't got $4,500 to spend on no paper. All right. So help me understand and help the chat to understand. Hey, what are we? Are there any projects that are cheap and worth buying, or if not, can we get into something?
You want to go back to the same? Look on Mallard order invitation and look on ADA antidote. The floor right now on the antidote, I think it's like 700 or 800 ADA. Okay, so basically, the price of the ADA itself should be like around the 150, 200, like third of the superior NFT for that project, and it's not. It's like 80 or 100. So if you're looking in that case, and I love Mallard order, but I really love ADA nuts. So I always will say till they're gonna be like 1,000 ADA. I will always say Mallard, not Mallard order, of course, ADA nuts. Okay. Mallard order already reached there, so it's so expensive.
You know, we had Bourbon on, I think last week or something, and it was really cool because I think we got some new info from Bourbon. I'm not sure if that had been released prior. It seemed like it was new because Wurs and Tommy were kind of just finding out, and they're as glued to the streets as anyone else here. So Yeah, I really appreciate Bourbon hopping on the stream for that one. Anyone else got anything else, or is Adonauts is the resounding echo here?
No, I mean,
I would say Alley Cats. That's still going to be
minted or not minted yet.
No, Alley Cats isn't minted
They
yet.
haven't minted yet.
If you're looking for entry point, like Chronic, he's an entry point guy. That's what we think, at least, is probably going to be the next one to go kind of crazy.
Yeah, can you help me out with that name? What is that?
ALLEYKATZ. ALLEYKATZ. Yeah, those.
Not that one. That one's
not
the
it.
Ethereum
Not
one.
that one.
Brother. That's not it. It's that and a dash. The one about
this one.
Right there.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
That's gonna get. You need to get on that alley list, and then that's gonna be an easy win. I think that Goombles with that Farmer Nash, that game. It's a tower defense game. That's an easy win. That's gonna be.
They're doing a 5K drop.
They didn't. Neither of them said anything yet about price nor thing. Am I wrong?
Right now we show some pictures. It said 5K or something. What was that?
5,000 followers.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So and then so Alley Cats, Goombles, and then Block Hours is Q1. If you go look at Block Hours, is ridiculous. So if you don't have any Block Hours, you got you'll be able to mint. They have Jabba Z's. They're minting 6,400. They only have 6,500 in their collection of 3 seasons now, right? So that look, they put that out today. If you go down a little bit, they have so many of these little freaking
Animations,
right? They're really cool.
You guys, what about do you guys know about Goofy Gophers? You guys like that?
That too.
They've been in NFA space.
Yeah, that's
E46.
So all of them are guaranteed wins, dude. Like guaranteed. If you can mint, you're gonna win, and you're gonna like 3-4 extra ADA, and that's what the game is about. Because you think ADA is going to $1.20 anytime soon. So if you could know exactly,
I think it's going to 5 cents.
Is that not a win?
So I think right now you want to kind of just put your money with teams that you trust, like Mallard, or they've been delivering other, like that has been kind of your winning bet. To just anybody who's out there, you don't have to dox yourself, but if you're out there in the community, like Congo with Ape Society, he hasn't doxed himself, but he's very easily reachable. Like you could just send out a tweet and he'll probably answer it. Like there's a lot of other projects who nobody knows who's in charge. It's kind of a little too much mystery going on, and they could just disappear super fast, and that's usually what ends up happening. So
that's why I bought 25 Clay Nations. It's very simple. That's the main reason why I hold right now 25 Clay Nations.
You hold that many still?
I hold more actually, but 25 is what I want to say. But I have lands. I have
in my public wallet.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I have my wallet.
You have 7 there. Collectively, bro. Collectively with good Charlottes, OGs, and lands. Are you talking just OGs?
No way.
No, just OGs.
Oh, you went on. You've been doing your work away, huh, Tal? That's why that floor rose, bro.
No, that's before that. I bought them for 31 and 3K.
That's why the floor rose to 4.
But I'm planning to hold for a long time, because like what just Silo said teams, and I understand, but I don't want to. So Mallard Order are a great team, right? But they don't have any track record, a real track record, a year more track record. Show me what you can accomplish.
6 months is a track record. 6 months is a track record.
It's nothing.
6 months?
Nothing here. Nothing.
In a space that's only a year and a half old?
No, that's gotta be. So you look for someone that already showed you what they can do, and there. So I think a Clay Nation now should be worth at least 25K ADA. Yep. That's what If you ask me what the floor should be of OG, it's 25K.
Yeah, but what do you think? That doesn't matter. What do you think doesn't matter as far as what?
No, that's why I bought 25.
Okay, so
yeah.
Cool. I hope
I did that just to let you know. I bought only. So I bought 10 Ape Society, at 1,500.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And when you sold them though, you sold them at 4 and 5.
I started to sell at 35. Start 32, 35.
You bought more.
No one's crying for anyone who sells at 100% increase. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a great.
I start to sell at 3. The last one I sold, it's at 10.
Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome.
But okay, so something important about them. They have the cabins, right? The cabins I thought was the play, and I had like 60 something, 61 or 2. So that I think was the real play. If you're asking me what was the play, I thought that was the play. I was wrong. But now I got a lot of OG's plays because I think that's what's they need to push some.
It's pushing, bro. It's happening.
It's not enough, Chronic. They should be. I think 25K floor. It makes sense for OG.
Hey, look. I mean, hey, if it makes sense, I have it. I have an ETF of NFTs, bro. Like a basket of all the best.
At 25K, I will have 5 or 7, right? But that's it. When it's gonna reach that price, I will have only 5 or 7.
Right. So back to Ape Society, right quick, because y'all left them out of your top project, and I think it's blasphemy.
No, they're tied with Clay's for me.
Yeah,
I don't even hold one, and they're tied for me.
Even if Clay, I'm with you on Clay's too, right? Hey, look, you got to be mentioned, okay? So wherever they at, since in this channel, what we've been saying, like 180, the play is the cabins. Now they at 825. I get you, $8 and $1 went down and all that good stuff. That's not the point. The point is still, if the chateaus, they would add for the picking, for 1,300, 1,400. Now the floor is 6,100. So it's all relative to how you want to buy. And if you want to buy floors like Tal, like the floor is 8 something. But if you went and cherry pick the floors on certain districts, like the Landmark district, now I know I sold the cottage for 4,400. I sold the cottage for freaking 37.99. And I just turned down a chateau.
I sold the cottage for 6,500 ADA too. We did it all. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
For 700 ADA.
Right. I minted for 150 and I just turned
after
down
mint, I overpaid after mint.
And right. And I don't think it's too cheap right now because we're about to have a run. They're gonna start you're gonna start crafting this week, right? You're gonna be able to the craftsmen are gonna be able to start crafting and earn society. Society's still like 0.08. I'm getting like freaking 2,100 a day, getting like 60 freaking 5,000. I'm getting like 7,000, 6,500 free ADA, 6,500 free ADA at these current bottom prices. How is that not utility? Right. So until another project does that, they're number one for me selfishly, because I do have Clay and they're baking right now. And the Clay token, like 80, 90,000 Clay is only like 2,700 ADA, whereas 90,000 society is like, which I get in like 40 days is freaking, like 7,500, 8,000 ADA. What is
That's awesome.
I mean, they got some things, but last thing I talked a lot. The relics are a play for your people if they stay at this price, because they're gonna skyrocket, in my opinion. After the relics,
$500 ADA on mallards. Those relics.
They're like 500 right now. They were 350 earlier. So tomorrow they're gonna mint a little bit for the remaining holders. So if they dip down, you're gonna have maybe one dip opportunity before they rip. In my opinion, not financial advice.
Yeah, sounds good. Cool.
They're minting a lot right now. The price gonna dump. Don't forget it.
They minted like 20-something hundred today.
It will dump below the 1K again. Just one more time. Mallard order. It will happen. It will quiet down like anything else. Do not forget.
I don't think. I'll take that bet.
Yeah, I'm with Tal on that. I think it'll go down. It'll go down. Dip 100.
Don't forget.
Okay.
At the biggest run of Clay Nation, they reached 4,400 floor. Now they're coming back to it, but they dumped to around the 24, 25. So they dumped 15 to 6, like around the 40%, 50% down. This will go down again. And I said that about the Ape Society, the same thing. They reach up to the 3, 4, 5K, and I said they were close, 44, and they dumped to 1,500. I thought they're gonna dump to 1,200. It didn't happen, but it was very, very close.
Natural law. Goes up. If it goes up in price, it'll come down for sure. Natural law.
And if it doesn't go down, something is wrong. I want to say that.
Oh, that's good.
Not healthy. It's not
That's a very
healthy.
good point.
300 of the holders are brand new. Like from when I first bought in, I checked the holders, and to checking now, it's a good 20% of the community that's brand new that bought in over 1,000. So
yeah,
it's hard to say. And a lot of people are kind of learning about mallards. Like they've seen them on the radar, but nobody's really paid attention. And now they're making their rounds. Demos is actually like, he's in Twitter Spaces being a little bit more just out there and proactive. I think it's going to be nothing but good for them. I don't think they're going to hit under 1,000, but if they do, I mean, it's just, they got to keep working.
That's where they're going to hit, though. It's just in that area.
Yeah, it makes sense for them to be about 900,000 area. So
they've done that already, though. They've already hit the top. They corrected 50%. They hit like 2,000 a while back. Then they went down to 900. Then they went back up to around 2.
No, they went down to 700.
That's why they're next. So either way, they had the correction you said.
There should be a correction just below the 1K for more people to buy massive amounts, and then maybe it's gonna move up if they're not gonna make any mistakes.
Bro.
Yeah,
that happened though. Like that happened like 2 weeks ago already. So I think that we missed that bounce. So it's gonna do it again.
But Chronic, you need to understand that they still they need to have a massive dump. Like something that will ring the bells of other for wells and people that can buy more than 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. And then when it's get to that point, then the mass, like the people that have the ADA and understand the market there, then they come and buy a lot in one time. Until that gonna happen, they cannot really move to the next level. It's happened with the Ape Society. People ask multiple times, but the number of the wallets going down. I said it's great because people that made from 1,500 to I had so many wallets that had only 1 ape or 2 apes. That's it. So I sold mine. It means that whoever bought it, usually it's whales that buy more and accumulate more, and they suck the market towards their direction, and then the price goes up, and then the wallet count gonna go down a little bit because the people that really believe in it actually buying it.
Yeah, I agree with that whole metric of the rise and fall of these are natural market moves. I mean, if it doesn't happen, something's a little wrong here. Shooter says this as the final closing thought on our thing, and then I do have to get to a giveaway here. What do you guys think about buying these coins, Society, Clay Mutant, aside from the NFTs as an investment? So separately, just the coins. Ooh, kind of
whenever staking's involved, staking is a contributor to the price going up, right? That's Ape Society and Mallard. So when you do list, you can't sell, so therefore the price goes up. So that's a contributor to the price going up. Society, I'm not the best at trading coins like that, but the Society, watch it. It might be, I won't buy at these prices. 0.06 was the price I wanted to buy. I kind of missed. It went to 0.1 again. So it's hovering around 0.08. I'm just collecting it free. Clays might be a better buy over time, and I'm not familiar with mutants, but I'm not good at trading the coin. So unless you plan on using it for utility, I mean, what's the point?
That's what I wanted to say. If you buy it for the utility portion of it, go ahead and buy it. These coins are more a utility coin. It's like every time you go to, you're going around the world right now and traveling. So every time you go to other state, you need the other coin to use it. You go to Europe, you need euro. You go to I don't know, to England, you need Huh?
I thought you said it's not utility, bro.
When it will open, it's not opened yet, except Society. In Society, you can create a project, and I don't know which district it is with a landmark. But they will help you to build a project.
Yeah.
They will take 25% or 20%. They will suck your blood out, but they will help you. So what? But if you don't know nothing and you want to run a project, you should go to their district. They have all the connections and everything you need to do a project in 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Good, bad.
Gentlemen, It's after that 1 hour meeting here. I don't want to run it too late. I do have to still do a giveaway, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save it for the Christmas episode that we have next week. So I'll probably still do a giveaway. Go on my Twitter. I'll probably do a giveaway. Be sure to follow Tal, Chronic, CeeLo. I want us to give a special thanks to Tal and Chronic. We had a last minute cancellation, and we reached out to them, and they are always willing to come on and really educate me and help anyone in the chat to help us be successful in these markets, even though we know it's very difficult. So Tal and Chronic, thank you specifically for you guys for that. You guys are the real ones. CeeLo, thank you so much for being on the stream for the first time. We'd love to have you again. And Warden, my partner, thanks for always running with me. And guys, thank you so much for CNFT Tuesday. We have our last one of this year, next week. But until then, follow Tal, follow Chronic, follow CeeLo, and follow Warden. I'll put all their links in the description down below a little later. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys